Hi, it's me again with Corel. Somebody sent me a really good problem. This logo is going to be engraved on glass and it's only 2.3 inches by 2.3 inches. And they've already done really good clean vector. Most of it is 80% black. So if we go to object group and ungroup it and select that, it's set at 80% black, which is either 80 or 70 for glass is great. I always take everybody's logo and put a yellow box on it. And I'm going to go to object order, back a page, and there's a white ring. Now, it should not engrave, but we don't know. It is white and it's not a RGB white. So it could engrave, so we need to delete that. And then we're going to take these and move these over back. Now, his main concern, and he's taken some of the graphic away, like right in here, there's some trash. And I would just take away all that trash. I'm going to get rid of the yellow box so I can, if and even that part right there, it's not going to change the, that's on my screen. But I would just go around and look at that. Now, these letters should be fine. That's going to be a question, and this and that going to be a question. What we could try, this is no longer a font. And if we select all these, and if we left click, right click, and I'm going to contour them, I'm going to go to effects and contour. I have to group this together. I'm going to contour just 0.01 to the outside in red. Whoa, that didn't work. I'll tell you what, let me ungroup those because I tried a letter. See, it just gives you a little bitty more contour. It's not going to change anything. So I would maybe just try that on each letter and do them individually. And I'm going to show you, hopefully it'll work. At the end, just do all this. See, it's just making it a little bit bigger. So now we can select all these and go up to object and break the 16 objects apart. And then if you will grab the center and hit delete, it will leave the outer contour and make it a little bigger. And then we could select all these and fill them with black and fill them with 80% black and make sure we take away the outline. So that's quite a change. I would try that. I would try that on that one and this one. I mean, you could even, you might want to check with the customer, but you could actually, make them a little bit bigger too, just by stretching them out. Now, this one's a little bit different. So let's look at this. This is done this is done the way I thought it was done. So what I'm going to do is take away that black fill first. Okay, I'm going to left click, no fill. Right click outline. So you must draw in, I'm going to change that right. Well, you've got it. Yeah, you double click or hit F12 on your keyboard and change it to a hairline. And I'd actually do it in red, but so we're just I'm left clicking, right clicking. And now we're going to contour these letters. And I'm going to go here, select. Okay, that's all one. I'm going to go to object and break the curve apart. Then we got each one of these. See, it just made it a little bit maybe we could get away with a little bit less, whoop, a little bit less here of a contour. And, you're going to maybe waste a piece of glass and also we need to talk about if this is and we're going to have to do those insides separately. If this is a tapered glass, the way a round logo is going to not look round. And I can help you with that if you'll send me a picture of the glass. Now this, on the inside, we're going to contour to the inside. And this is your preference, but it's going to make the letter a little thicker. And now we can come off the screen, select it all, go up to object, break the 30 objects apart. And now we can do the same thing. Well, I'm still, okay, what I'm going to have to do for just a second, I'm going to set his nudge factor on, well, it's 2 inches, that ought to work. Move that out of the way and then select this. Well, just go ahead and take away the outline. And see, it's just a little bit bigger. And, this is one of those things you just have to explain it to the customer that this is to make it look good. I mean, since the logo is so little, almost done here. Now, in this one, we're going to have to grab the black. Yeah, you almost maybe would keep maybe not contour that one because that looks pretty good. We didn't really need to do that. Now we're going to get that piece back, put it back where it was, and get your Smart Fill tool and go to black, go to, either 80 or 70% black. Fill that in, and then we're going to have to fill in the insides. And we want to make sure that we that we take away the outline. Because even though it's a hairline, it won't engrave. We don't need it there. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to right click, no outline. Yeah, maybe the G, it's a shame. I don't think, well, what I'd have to do is back up here. Another thing we could try. We could make this a little bit bigger. If you hold down the shift key, it'll grow from the outside. Yeah, I don't like that G, but we could change that. Get your shape tool and just move this node up there to make them a little bit further apart. Maybe go up there, and just ask the customer or show it to them. Then let's put our black background back over. Take the Smart Fill tool, it's still set on 80% black. And then fill in the dots. That would be my only suggestion. I really wish I had a clear glass I could test it on, but don't forget to take away the outline. See how much better that shows? I wish I would have made a copy of the original. How much better that shows up. If we just fill these in, look at the difference. I hope I didn't get outside the D. I would just contour everything and make it just a little bit bigger and go around and, make sure there's not any more trash that's going to take away from the letter. Then like right here, maybe some of this trash or whatever you want to call it, not trash, but part of the logo that is going to distract from the text. Like that little bitty dot right there. Anyway, it's a cool logo. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.